In the early 1600s, Johannes Kepler proposed 3 laws of planetary motion. Kepler was able to summarize the 3 laws of planetary motion, describing the motion of planets in a sun-centered solar system.
Kepler's first law, sometimes referred to as the law of ellipses, explains that planets are orbiting the sun in a path described as an ellipse.
Kepler's second law, sometimes referred to as the law of equal areas, describes the speed at which any given planet will move while orbiting the sun. The speed at which any planet moves through space is constantly changing. A planet moves fastest when it is closest to the sun, and slowest when it is furthest from the sun.
Kepler's third law, sometimes referred to as the law of harmonies, compares to the orbital period and the radius of the orbit of a planet to those of other planets.
She bit my finger really hard.
Yeah.
That hurt. Kepler's 3 laws are the best methods of describing the concept of orbital planetary motion.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. So you might be wondering, how did we decide to do this project? Aren't you?
I am.
We decided to do this project based on a little argument we had about, why is it not cold yet? I'm over here wearing a jacket and it's about 85 degrees. So we got in a little argument, and then one of our group members, Greg, came up with an analogy on how the rotation of the Earth and the seasons and the ellipses that happen, and that's how we decided to do this project.
Our group struggled to understand the concept of the rotation of the planets around the sun, but through the use of our in-class resources and online, we were able to figure out that the planets orbit the sun in the same way the sun rotates.
The concept of orbits impact the course specifically with the views of the stars in the night skies and our views of the constellations as the Earth orbits the sun. Also, it is important to understand the concept of orbits because it is important to understand that we orbit the sun, and the sun is the center of our solar system, and we are not the center of the universe. It is important to understand the concept of orbits so scientists can send out satellites and know where the satellites go and where they are at all times.
Our analogy presented demonstrates Kepler's first law in action. In the video, Mitch acts as the Earth orbiting the Sun in an elliptical path, the Sun acting as the central massive body. Another aspect is when Mitch is close to the Sun, it represents summer, and when he moves further out in the orbit, it represents winter.
The professor could use better visual representations of the orbits of the planets in our solar system, as well as maybe use an in-class active demonstration on the roof of the science building. It will help engage the students in the demonstration just like we did in our video.